breaking barriers for students of color with the expert private DI consultant in Culver City, California. In Culver City, California, there is a progress in education. By hiring private DI, diversity, equity, and inclusion consultants, they help students of color deal with challenges like racism and bias. These consultants are helping students to address these concerns. Systemic racism and unconscious bias are major hurdles. Yet, these professional consultants are working tirelessly to remove them. How are they doing this? They collaborate with educators, parents, and other important figures in the educational field to bring about lasting change. Their mission involves creating inclusive environments in schools and developing curriculums that reflect diversity. In Culver City, California, these efforts are bearing fruit. By identifying and eliminating obstacles, DI consultants are nurturing a culture that values inclusivity. This success story in Culver City provides valuable insights into potential ways of achieving similar results on a larger scale. So yes, education can become a more inclusive and equitable space if we learn from these experiences. Key takeaways. Working in Culver City, DEI consultants strive to eradicate biases and economic disparities that students of color often encounter. By partnering with key players, they metamorphosize the educational atmosphere to cultivate inclusivity. Cultural competency training, offered by these consultants, refines the curriculum to better serve diverse learners. Bridging the gap between educators and parents is a vital function of DI consultants, which assists in advocating more effectively for varied learners. Policy revisions and decision-making based on concrete data form their future strategy for further improving DEI in the realm of education. Understanding DEI in education. The foundation of education includes diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI. This creates an environment where everyone feels important, respected, and has the same chances to do well. The progress of DEI rules in places of learning has helped create this welcoming environment. DEI policy, in historical context, was focused on demographic diversity. Modern iterations of DEI policy now understand that simply having a diverse student body is not enough. Current policy works towards nurturing an inclusive culture where every student feels valued and fully integrated into the educational community. Cultural heritage awareness training has become an essential instrument within the education sector. Such training provides educators with the necessary understanding and skills to promote a respectful environment. This approach urges instructors to question their own biases, develop empathy for varied experiences, and put into practice inclusive teaching strategies. The role of a DI consultant. DI consultants bring specialized expertise to the complex world of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Their crucial role revolves around addressing DI-related challenges within educational settings. Their work ensures each student experiences an environment of value, understanding, and inclusion. These professionals carry out more than advisory tasks. They get involved in the creation of inclusive policies, strategic plan implementation, and impact monitoring. A significant part of their job involves demographic data analysis to recognize trends and patterns. Such analysis forms the bedrock of their evidence-based recommendations for enhancing diversity and inclusion. Teaching teachers and other school workers about unfairness, special rights, and racism-based is another part of their job. They create and give special lessons for this reason. These lessons help teachers learn what they need to help all students no matter where they come from or what color their skin is. Collaborating with important stakeholders like students, parents, and community members is also a part of their job. This collaboration ensures all voices are heard and concerns are addressed. Acting as change catalysts, DI consultants aim to transform educational settings into places where students of color can flourish academically, socially, and emotionally. Identifying barriers for students of color. One essential duty of DI consultants consists of pinpointing and handling distinct challenges encountered by students of color within educational environments. Deeply embedded societal norms often underpin these multifaceted obstacles, which can significantly impede both educational and personal growth for these learners. Prejudices based on race present substantial hurdles for colored students. Such biases can influence the expectations and treatment from educators and classmates, leading to detrimental effects on a learner's performance and self-image. Furthermore, these prejudices can foster unwelcoming, even hostile spaces, intensifying feelings of solitude and alienation. Economic inequalities also represent significant challenges. Often, colored students hail from families or communities with lower incomes, restricting their access to high-quality education and resources. Such inequalities can lead to limited exposure to advanced classes, extracurricular activities, and valuable educational technology. These elements are vital for academic success and the pursuit of higher learning. Recognition of these obstacles forms the initial move in their eradication. This awareness facilitates the creation of comprehensive techniques and interventions, fostering a more balanced, inclusive learning environment for students of color. DI strategies in action. Transforming the educational landscape significantly is the result of effective DI strategies. Such a shift requires classrooms that champion diversity and offer equal access to resources, opportunities for all students. Teaching in a way that includes everyone is very important. This means we try to share different ideas and ways of thinking in school. We also try to make sure that everyone, no matter where they come from or what they look like, can learn in the best way. This means changing the usual ways we teach to make a classroom where everyone can learn and grow smarter. DI strategies also involve fostering an inclusive learning culture where students of color feel valued, respected, and capable of achieving academic aspirations. This culture thrives on open communication, mutual respect, while making a concerted effort to eliminate racial disparities in education. Implementing DI strategies requires systemic changes at various levels of the educational system. This commitment to continuous learning, adaptation, improvement aims to create an educational environment that truly embodies diversity, equity, inclusion. Case study: Culver City success stories. Turning our attention to the practical application of DI strategies, we will explore a case study focusing on Culver City's success stories. The emphasis will be on the impact of a private DI consultant and the diverse educational achievements within the city. Through this case study, we aim to illuminate the tangible benefits and positive changes that DI consulting can bring to a community. Diverse educational achievements. Success stories from Culver City reveal a collection of diverse educational achievements. Prioritizing cultural competency, Culver City equips students with the ability to interact effectively across varying cultures, languages, and socioeconomic levels. This strategy promotes an inclusive, accepting learning environment, thereby improving overall educational quality. Further, significant strides have been taken to uplift minority students. Recognition and value for their unique experiences and perspectives have grown, resulting in their increased participation and success in academia. This progress has led to noticeable improvement in academic performances among students of color. Culver City's dedication to celebrating diversity and achieving educational equity is truly reflected in these outcomes. DI consultant impact. A private school DI educational consultant plays a crucial role in the educational landscape of students of color in Culver City, California. Through their expertise, they drive transformative changes, fostering a sense of belonging. Harnessing their ability to develop cultural competency and adopt inclusive pedagogy, this professional manages to dismantle barriers, thus cultivating an environment conducive for students of color. Culver City schools have benefited from this consultant's ability to implement innovative curriculum structures. These new structures encourage understanding and appreciation of varied cultures, championing equity in classrooms. We can see the success of this approach in better student performance, heightened engagement, and a marked shift in school culture. Our DI consultants' work in Culver City schools underscores the significant influence of inclusivity and cultural intelligence in education. Their contribution has not only improved the current educational system, but also sets the stage for future progress. Collaborating with schools and parents. The role of a DI consultant extends beyond the office, encompassing collaborations with schools and parents. The objective is threefold: foster robust parent-school partnerships, integrate DI principles into school curriculums, and advocate for the needs of diverse learners. These elements are critical for creating an inclusive educational environment that respects and values every student's unique experiences and identities. Fostering parent-school partnerships. Forging strong connections between schools and parents is crucial for a private DI consultant in Culver City, California. Such collaborations enhance inclusivity and diversity in learning environments. Parental engagement becomes essential, giving them influence in their children's educational journey, fostering transparency, mutual understanding. Regular meetings, open dialogues, workshops informing parents about DI initiatives can make this possible. Community outreach programs also have potential to bring significant change. Schools can collaborate with local leaders, organizations to gain insights into their student body's cultural nuances. This insight helps create inclusive space respecting, valuing diversity. Implementing DI in curriculum. Often, integrating diversity, equity, and inclusion, DI, into school curriculums requires teamwork between educational institutions and parents. In this cooperative effort, DI consultants play a crucial part. Using essential DEI assessment tools, they carry out evaluations of the existing curriculum. Results from these assessments are then used to craft an inclusive curriculum that caters to all students' needs. For successful implementation of this updated curriculum, teachers, administrators undergo cultural competency training. Such training enhances their understanding and respect for the varied cultures within the student body. Through such teamwork, DEI can be woven into the curriculum, fostering an inclusive learning environment. Advocacy for diverse learners. A DEI consultant based in Culver City, California, bridges the gap between educators and parents, providing essential support for diverse learners. Cultural sensitivity training forms part of their toolkit, enabling teachers to appreciate and respect cultural variances. Techniques promoting inclusive classrooms further ensure that all learners feel valued, thus transforming the learning environment into one where every student feels recognized, listened to, and empowered. Parental involvement is equally crucial, as parents can offer valuable insights into their child's unique abilities and requirements. This active participation strengthens the bond between school and home. Therefore, DEI consultants significantly contribute to creating a more equitable, inclusive educational setting. Future directions for DEI in education. Education's evolving landscape, rooted in diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, proposes numerous prospects and complications requiring strategic attention. A significant obstacle obstructing DEI's full realization is the cultural bias embedded in educational policies, practices, and curricula. Such bias not only restrains students of color from reaching their maximum potential, but also perpetuates systemic inequities. Addressing these concerns necessitates sweeping policy reform, targeting the dismantling of biases and promoting an inclusive, equitable learning environment. This reform should incorporate the development of inclusive curricula, training of unbiased teachers, and equitable distribution of resources. Understanding and applying intersectionality in more nuanced ways is a direction that future DEI in education should take. It's important to acknowledge the compounded effects of multiple forms of discrimination. Emphasizing data-driven decision-making can also be beneficial, as it provides vital insights into the experiences of diverse student groups, thereby informing policy and practice. Frequently asked questions. What is a consultant in education? A consultant in education, often known as an educational consultant, is a professional who assists students, parents, and organizations with educational planning. They are independent advisors who use their expertise in education to provide guidance to others. They often specialize in helping students with college admissions, special education, or career planning. An ed consultant is just another term for an educational consultant. What is the role of an educational consultant? The role of an educational consultant can vary depending on the specific needs of their clients. However, most often, they assist students in making decisions about their education, such as what courses to take, what colleges to apply to, or how to overcome academic challenges. They take into consideration the individual student's strengths, weaknesses, and interests to give personalized advice. They also often work with schools and educational institutions, providing advice on how to improve their educational practices and systems. What are the different types of educational consulting? There are different types of educational consulting. Some consultants specialize in college admissions, helping students choose the right college and guiding them through the application process. Others may specialize in special education, working with students who have learning disabilities or other special needs. Some consultants might specialize in international education, advising students who want to study abroad. There are also educational consultants who focus on career education, helping students make decisions about their future careers and advising on what educational paths to take to achieve those goals. What is education consultation? Education consultation refers to the process of seeking and receiving advice from an educational consultant. This can involve one-on-one meetings between the consultant and the student, group consultations, or even online consultations. The consultant will typically gather information about the student's academic history, interests, and goals, and then provide advice based on that information. Why hire an independent educational consultant? Hiring an independent educational consultant can be beneficial for a number of reasons. They have a wealth of knowledge about the education system and can provide personalized advice based on a student's specific needs and goals. They can help students make informed decisions about their education, reducing stress and uncertainty. Furthermore, they have a wide network of contacts in the education sector, which can be beneficial when it comes to college admissions or job placement. What is the difference between coaching and consulting in education? The difference between coaching and consulting in education lies in their approach and objectives. Coaching is more about guiding a student to discover their own potential and find solutions to their problems, while consulting is about providing expert advice and solutions. Moreover, coaching is usually a longer process, while consulting can be a one-time event. How to become an educational consultant in California? To become an educational consultant in California, you would typically need a master's degree in education or a related field, as well as some experience in the education sector. Some consultants also choose to get certified by professional organizations, such as the American Institute of Certified Educational Planners. Additionally, it would be beneficial to have strong communication skills and a deep understanding of the education system. What is the difference between teaching and consulting? The difference between teaching and consulting lies in their roles and responsibilities. Teachers are responsible for imparting knowledge and skills to students, while consultants provide advice and guidance to students, parents, or educational institutions. Teachers work directly with students in a classroom setting, while consultants might work one-on-one with students or in a group setting. Why hire an independent educational consultant? You might need an educational consultant for various reasons. If you're a student, you might need guidance on choosing the right college or career path. If you're a parent, you might need advice on how to best support your child's education. If you're an educational institution, you might need help improving your educational practices or systems. Hiring an educational consultant can provide the expertise and guidance needed to navigate these complex decisions. Why do you need an educational consultant? You might need an educational consultant to guide you through various educational processes. These professionals have a deep understanding of educational systems and can offer valuable advice on choosing the right courses, schools, or even career paths. They can also provide assistance with applications and admissions procedures, making the process smoother and more efficient. Should I hire an educational consultant? Whether you should hire an educational consultant depends on your specific situation. If you feel overwhelmed by educational choices or processes, or if you're dealing with a complex situation like studying abroad or a career change, an educational consultant could be very beneficial. However, if you're comfortable navigating these processes on your own, you might not need one. How to calculate consulting fees? Calculating consulting fees varies depending on several factors like the consultant's experience, the complexity of the project, and the market rate. Some consultants charge by the hour, while others may charge a flat fee for a specific project. It's essential to discuss and agree on the fee structure before the project begins. You could also do some research to get an idea of what consultants in your area